But I would like to, again, draw attention to the overall approach to this whole event, and again, compliment the captain on his situational awareness. He goes out for smoke in the area, thinks he has a brush fire, determines very quickly he's got something beyond that. He does a very systematic approach to this incident, as opposed to what we have seen in other events where firefighters have gone into situations thinking they have more of a handle on the situation than they actually do. So I think one of the strong lessons to walk away from this event is to make sure that you're listening to your internal warning system, your internal risk management system that says, I'm seeing what's happening here, but I don't necessarily agree with what's going on here. Let me take a second and take another sense to evaluate it. Make sure my risk management profile is equaling what I think I need to do here. I also think there's some elements there where, again, going back to what he was getting over the phone, giving information that is not as bad as you think it is, but something is telling him it is. So listen to what your gut is telling you is one of the things we've learned from some of our previous studies of human behavior. Klein talked about recognition prime decision making. If you've never experienced this event, you try to find something you can fit that profile, but that may not work exactly right. So being aware of what's going on there, given the same set of circumstances, we could have all walked down the same path and maybe not have had as good an outcome. His initial actions is what set the tone for this to end up being a near miss versus a fatality. If he'd shown up and he'd gone in there, broken the door down right away to fight the fire, we'd have probably ended up with 4 fatalities and a huge hole in the ground. So I think hats off to him. Good call on getting command established. Good call on getting hazmat involved there. And as Chief Abbott has laid out, these technologies are going to be showing up in places we didn't anticipate. So we should always be on the alert for something that doesn't look right. And again, even within the industry, getting the bad information about there's halon in the building. Well, a good number of the fire service probably recognizes that halon's not around anymore, but here are the experts, quote unquote, telling us that this agent has discharged into this building, and we know that's not true. That should become a clue that they may not be as up to speed on of their own industry, and we're relying on them for good information.